definitely better recognition of the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander health worker and health practitioner role. Allow the pay rate for our roles to match other health professionals who have accredited training, and also match up the ARCHO and the state government award wages as well, so that what we do is very important in our field and for our communities, and to make those changes. So it needs to be accounted for. Another thing would be supporting the career pathways in other fields like allied health and medicine and research.
Where would I start with this one? So if I had an endless bucket of money, I think I would actually invest in, I guess, the research and innovation side of our workforce. I think it's important for us to be able to build an evidence base behind the amazing work that we know you mob all do out there, and show that our ways of thinking and contribution, not just to our own communities, but to the broader health system, is a positive one. Because I firmly believe that, when you, address the issues of the most disenfranchised in the society, the floor rises for everybody. And what I know is that many of our responses and solutions to some of our healthcare problems actually benefit everybody. So coming in from a strength, our workforce can only contribute to the betterment of not just Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people, but to our broader healthcare system needs.
If I had an endless bucket of money, what would I do? I would invest in state-of-the-art healthcare facilities in our remote and underserved communities. These facilities would not only provide high-quality medical services, but they would incorporate traditional healing practices and cultural support. I would also have extensive education programs to empower our people, empower them with the knowledge to be able to take charge of their health. This can be done through the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander health practitioner role. And so with unlimited resources, I would establish comprehensive training and development programs for our Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander health practitioners with a particular focus on men. This would include scholarships, mentorship schemes, and continuous professional development opportunities. Wrapping around that is a robust support network to address burnout and mental health challenges faced by Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander health practitioners, ensuring that they have the resources, the knowledge, and the support that they require to thrive and make lasting impact in our communities. So nothing too big. Invest in services, invest in our men, invest in our workforce. Ensure that there's wraparound support in order for them to thrive in the areas that they're interested in. Something close to me, I would provide training pathways into specialty areas for Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander health practitioners. I had the privilege of finding the thing that I'm passionate about early in my career. So how can we support our next generation to do that? I'm very biased. I would invest in eye health, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander health practitioner roles, because I know firsthand the impact that they can have in our community as well. So specialist positions for our mob, jobs for the mob, support for the mob.
Well, I think firstly, you all need pay rises. I think that's the pay per parity with across all the AHW and AHP from community controlled and in the government area. And I would also look for stronger articulation and recognition of the work that particularly the AHPs do with nurses and GPs, and having better resources to establish that even footing in the health sector for Aboriginal health workers.
If I had an endless bucket of money, I would make training for health workers and practitioners more accessible. especially for the practitioner role. Here in Queensland, you can only go down to Toowoomba to do your diploma. So making that more accessible, especially into rural and remote communities, I would take that training to remote communities, because if we can train up the young generation on how to be health workers and practitioners, it will empower them to look after their own community, and that's also going to help to help close that gap and help improve those disparities within the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander communities in the remote sections of Australia. I would also create an Aboriginal Torres Strait Islander homelessness section where we would be able to look after those who are less fortunate, but also help them with support services to get back on their feet. I mean, there's plenty of them out there, but none of them are ever talking to themselves. So, to one another. Sorry. So, just having that one-stop shop where we can help our community, because homelessness is starting to become a very big problem everywhere, especially with this these inflations. It's not easy for Australians. So just helping out wherever we can. But yes, definitely spreading the training across remote communities is a big plus for me.
I'd create extensive training and development programs for Aboriginal health workers and practitioners, fund education and mentorship programs, improve recruitment to attract more people into the field, and ensure good salaries and support to keep skilled professionals. This would help build a stronger and more capable workforce.
Look, if I had an endless bucket of money, I'll just pump it into the registered training organisations, setting up wellness programs. I'd be making our workplaces more culturally responsive. I'll be providing access and pumping money into things like transport, internet access and infrastructure in remote areas. I'd offer services. If you could just go and study, but I'd offer services like a childcare next to where we could study, and then tutoring after the study, but also getting paid to go to work, getting paid to study so we can go to work. I'd advocate for fair employment practices and rights, and also funding research to ensure that our workplaces are more culturally responsive. Where do you end?